Thank you for listening to the Field Report. What I've learned in the field is a lot more than I thought. And I see the type of things that we might be encountering. And first, I want to thank the people that I've gotten to know over the course of the last couple of years. I didn't really think I'd ever really do a field report again, but here we are. So, I want to talk about the Indians because since that topic seems to come up, there was something I learned about the treaty between the military and Ottawa Indians in 1783. If you understand our Constitution, you understand how important it is to make sure that the Constitution, the U.S. Constitution, that is, the original documents, how important those documents were to preserve it, to preserve freedom and liberty. When you look at these YouTube posts, there's several posts that I can blend out. Let's just start with fireballs, asteroids, reports of another asteroid coming this December 17th. And then you think about other future events, things that have been predicted. Some of it, of course, we can look back at something in the scripture about Genesis 6, and you could go on an array of prophetic things that are to happen or are happening, like the recent story of the sonic boom. So I'm watching what I believe is important for those who take the time to listen. Thank you for doing that. Something I used to listen to Mike from around the world when he would tell us what to look for. And one of the things, of course, is the new thing in New Jersey, and it's this installation of all the cable boxes and how everyone's going to be switched on to an, I think, a 5G network. Something about the 5G network and the connection to Facebook and how they have it laid out in the grid and all this stuff makes me wonder, what would life be like without all these things? The dependency on having electronic devices, everything from electronic files. What will we do if the system were to crash or an EMP? So my first thing is, like, an EMP, 90% of every American that will live, 90% of the American population would die within a year. So for the first thing I'm thinking about is, what do you have in backup? A generator? Do you have supplies? Do you have an inventory? Do you check through? Because on average, most people would be relocated or put in a special circumstance that you would not be able to have access to those things. So I've gone through this over and over again, thinking, what would we do if the hospital system crashed? Will we know what to do? And I'm pretty sure if you've been through military training, you understand that that would explain what field medicine is. And field medicine is like on-hands training. It's, you learn as you go, and everything from tourniquets to just doing proper blood work to just administering proper medication and things like that. And these are things that come to my mind when I think about what would we do in emergency, or what is prepared for us. And I personally don't know on to crisis or a situation. So we took a class today on stress management. I just want to share some notes and went over some things that how you respond and react to a stressful event. First of all, I think preparing for a stressful event and knowing how to, deal with it. In an imminent danger, of course, that's why we do these reports. So I will follow up with more reports soon. It's just more important for me to have more of the notes that I would like to address on how to do that. So you'll see some notes here at the end on some events and things you might be able to do in an event of a stressful situation or a chaotic event, what to do, where to go, and these resources here listed at this link. Thank you for listening to the Field Report.